And here we go. Let's go. Hey, this is Payton, and I'm with PaytonIgo.com. That's my site, and I'm a video marketer. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about is video scripting. So, do you have a business? If so, you probably want to create some content for it. And as you've probably seen and probably noticed, short form video is popping. And so, one of the best things you can do is consistently post, even if it's just one a week or one a day. At least let people know that you are alive, that you have a pulse, and that you're breathing. It's benefit, and it's good. So, let's talk about it. So, video scripts. Now, in terms of scripting, it's often better to think in terms of frameworks because there's different types of video scripting. Now, I tell you all this because I went to film school. I took a screenwriting class. It's a lot different if you're going to write for a movie or a film than it would be if you're going to make a short form video specifically for the socials. And let me tell you why. Because it's the attention that you're trying to capture, retain, and nurture. Right? You're trying to nurture a following, and part of what you're doing as you're creating content is you are partnering with whatever platform that you're on. And so it could be it Instagram, TikTok, whatever the platform, you have to know what their goals are and how you're going to align with those. And so one of the things that they optimize for is retention. How do you keep people on the platform? How do you keep people engaged? So that's one of the things you need to think about. So number one, let me back up. Things to consider. Retention. How do you keep people on the platform? How do you keep people engaged? How do you keep people going? What else? Engagement. Are you getting likes? Are you getting comments? Are you getting follows? Those are the type of things that are going on. Hey, what's going on? 300? Good to see you. We're talking about video scripts. You got a business or you have a brand you're trying to build? Let me know. Health, wealth, relationships, whatever it is. I'm going to need some examples here in a moment. So, yeah, as we're sitting here and we're talking about video scripts, 100. Yeah, let's go. Oh, you're 800. You ain't 300. Cool. So, retention and engagement. These are the things that you want on the platform. What's up, everybody? It's a party. I'm over here in Houston, Texas, and we are talking about video scripts. So, let me know in the chat, how many of you guys are actively posting short form video? You guys doing a lot? I'm excellent. Well up. What is it? Okay. Cool. So these things to consider before starting. Retention and engagement. And unfortunately, for those of us who are like direct response people who want to go and make money, we have to consider this, that they don't necessarily like things off the platform. So here's what you ought to consider is, can I also run ads as my main conversion mechanism? Because if you make your content that you're focused on in terms of the funnel, top of funnel, that's your social content. And then down here, you have your ads that are focused on that. You're going to be able to get a better return. Why am I ignoring you? I don't know that I'm ignoring you. Where are you at? What are you saying? Oh, good morning. Yeah, let's go. So, yeah, I'm in Texas. And, hey, what's good? So, let's talk about it. Let's give an example. Somebody in the chat, let me know what industry, what business are you in? Or if you don't have a business, what business are you thinking about starting? It's my favorite food. Probably steak. What am I doing? Talking about video scripts. You're in the YouTube industry. Let's go. Okay. What specifically? The underground business. So like you build bunkers? Fortnite videos. Okay. What else? What else? What else? You know, let's run with bunkers. Let's do an example for that because I like that. Let's say that you go and you build bunkers because that's a very unique thing. If you say, and again, understand your audience, right? That's a big thing. So, who's the video for? It's probably going to be a wealthy individual. I explore the never explored. Huh. Like caves? Like, do you take people on excursions and cave visits? Like, what are you doing? I'm interested. How does that work? Sweet. Okay. So, is that more of like a, what would you call it? An excavation? Do you do it myself? What's your example? Yeah. I'll definitely get to that one. The Fortnite videos. Let's talk about that. Explore the never explored. So, right now we're talking about explorations. So I don't know much about your business. It's hard to really tell about this from, this specific example. But talk about explorations. What a lot of people do is a call out. So your hook, and really this is the framework to think about. It's your, move that dot, hook, story, and then down here you have an offer. All right, those are pretty much your next step. So what's a crazy thing that, plenty of examples on your page, let's go. So a great hook. What's something that people don't know? I don't really know that much about going on cave adventures, but I guess it could start off with a question. Do you know what the biggest, you make money by viewer duration? Okay. Cool. And well, do you offer any tours or anything? Any like packages that you sell or anything? Because assuming that you do, right, it's, hey, there's let's say there's a 100,000 foot depth. Can you survive? I mean, that's going to elicit a lot of curiosity, right? I don't know. So that's a very curiosity-based thing. You can get a lot of people's attention from there. And then you lead into a story. So maybe there's somebody with a specific example. Oh, I work on merch too, sweet. So the same kind of things you could do there. So whatever this thing that's really going to capture attention, elicit curiosity. Say, hey, do you know what it's like to be 10,000 or 100,000 feet under the surface of the ground? Or, I mean, that's just one example. I don't exactly know the depth or the foot, but did you see the scary creature that lives under the surface of the earth? That kind of stuff. Let me tell you about, and then you go into a story. So maybe there's a specific person that has experienced that. Mainly document places we'll never see if I didn't film it. Awesome. Dude, you ought to think about tours, man. Matt's, hello. Talk about video scripts. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's say places that you've never explored. That's your story. Well, that wouldn't be very nice, Matt's. Wouldn't appreciate that. So, offer. What can you offer? So when we're talking about offers for underground, specifically what we're talking about is the next step. So for you, if your offer is, hey, I'm going to show you more great places, you're going to have a call to action. And that's simply going to be a follow. All right? Okay, what do we got? Yep. All right, so let's talk about Fortnite videos. You said you make Fortnite videos? Same kind of thing with a hook, a story, and an offer. Now, what these Fortnite videos tell me Who's the audience? Is it more, people who want to learn how to play Fortnite? Yeah, that would be difficult. Underground tour. So what? Yeah, that would huge legal battle. Um, Dread. In terms of you, who's your audience? Who are you making it for? People want to get better. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. So let's talk about this. Here's you know, all kinds of words you could use, but still eliciting that curiosity. Here's a, you know, secret strategy to, what do they want to do? I don't know. Um, Always rank. I haven't played a lot of Fortnite, so you got to forgive me. Secret strategy to always rank without having to camp. Right? That's a good thing. And then talk about story. So what's the story that you can do? Something that you've experienced, or better yet, since you're already playing the game, do an example, do a demo, right? For you, you can easily demonstrate and just narrate. Or if there's somebody like, I think Ninja is a big guy, just say, hey, look at what Ninja does right here. Or look what X great big streamer or YouTuber did and how they pulled this off. Or how a pro did it. That's another great thing. And then the offer is probably just follow for more, because you're going to give them more great content, right? Let's go. Awesome. Well, keep it up, man. Yeah, you got to have a story. If you don't have a story, what's the purpose? Why have people watch them to begin with? Right? The whole reason you guys are watching right here is because you're somewhat interested, at least, in video scripts and making stuff, right? So that's your reason to stay. There's an incentive for you. And if you are telling a story, it's the curiosity, it's the desire for them to really find things out. Humans are very inquisitive, right? We always want to learn more, want to experience more. You guys there? Sorry, somebody gave me a call. Yeah, glad I could help. But yeah, send me a message on X at Payton. Let me know how that goes for you. I want to see some of your stuff. Yeah, let's go. Now, in terms of, this is just a video script that you might use, again, on YouTube or whatever. There's different things you can do if you're trying to actually sell something. If you're using a VSL or webinar, and VSL is video sales letter. There's all kinds of different videos that you can pull out, you have at your disposal, but it just depends on the tools that you need, right? What are you trying to accomplish, and what's the video for it? Dread, I'm excited for you, man. Dread, Underground, you guys are gonna crush it. So, that's the key thing. But it always starts, no matter what you do in marketing, with, and his legs are off his body, but who? Oh, that's a good question. If I had the opportunity to ask a large YouTuber something, what would I ask? I don't know. I guess it would depend on the YouTuber, and it would kind of depend on my audience, right? So somebody that I would ask, because I'm also in the same business sort of niche, would be Hermosi, and that Alex Hermosi, and I might say something like, okay, what unique angle can I use in terms of my unique story, right? Because it's the hardest thing is when you're smaller, is just getting out of obscurity. But the way you get out of obscurity is differentiation. It's the same thing in any kind of marketing. Like, okay, what's the difference between you buying a Ford, a Chevy, any brand? Why do people do it? Well, it's differentiation. What's the thing that people are just like, okay, yeah, I see how he's a little bit different. I see how he's unique. And sometimes that can come off as your personality. Sometimes it's your way of communicating, but especially in a market where you're not the first mover, where you're not just there and there's people waiting for you, you have to be different. So I guess that would be a question. And that would also be a thing where I would have to kind of know them a little bit more, but that's just kind of my personal thing. So what unfair advantage could I use personally to go further? How about you? What do you think? It's always about the who. We're going to say this. Who matters? Your audience matters. That's the who. This guy, your who always matters. And in the event that the algorithms bless you and introduce you to this person, you got to be on your game. You know, you got to have that value ready to go and show, hey, this is it. This is what we're doing. This is how I can help you. The hardest, one of the more difficult things as a creator, especially when you're starting, is making sure that you're not just making videos for yourself. My answer is to your advantage. It's always you, because no one else can be you. Yeah, be yourself. I feel that. I feel that. Thanks for that. That's good stuff. Because there is also a difference, you know, between trying to be someone else and trying to act like someone else when you can just be you. I mean, I'm here in my office with my little square whiteboard, backwards hat, Band-Aid on my face because my health isn't always the best, and I'm just here hanging out with you guys. It's just me. All four of us. Grateful for it. You know, and hopefully you guys get a lot of value. So your who matters, where they find you matters, and where you want them to go. So what other questions do you have? What else do we have in terms of writing video scripts specifically for social? Like shorts, reels, any of the following? Any other examples or anything else you want to experiment, test with? This is sparkling water, by the way. I hear it's not always the best for your teeth, but I do like, I don't know, the sparkle. It's nice. What do we got? What we got? What we got? What are we talking about? Give me something. We do understand the purpose of these videos, right? And the difference between using them on social as opposed to just trying to directly sell. Okay. Long form over short form for the most profit. So that's going to depend on your business model. I know, Underground, you said that a lot of yours is related to viewership. And so part of that is, you know, the retention game. And I would imagine that if you're taking people on places, it's mostly like a show. So for you, the short form is going to be just introductions, right? Use that as, because the funnel principle still applies to content, right? And I don't know if you're familiar with funnels, and that's not the best drawn one, but there's typically a top, middle, and bottom. So the shorts are going to be up here, and it's just like in terms of awareness level. So up here, you're unknown. There, they know you a little bit better. There, they love you a lot, and they wanted to go further and do more with you. Down here are going to be your loyal fans, your loyal viewers. Use shorts as a way to intro yourself, right? To make that introduction. So I'm going to go see where this cave is. I'm going to go underground and explore this area. If you want to see these adventures, follow for more. And you can still tell great stories, but again, the longer form is for you to really do more of your show. Get sponsorships. You know, that'd be a great thing for you. Also, affiliate marketing might be a great deal for you as well, for people who do and go explore stuff underground. Always make sure that you encourage people to be careful, though, because there are horror stories. But yeah, cool. Does that make sense? That's how I would think about it. let's go. You should. I mean, that's part of it. Right? Do you do a similar strategy to what I was just saying right there, of using the short form to bring people and bring viewers in, so they'll watch your longer form stuff? I know that's happened to me. Like as a consumer of content, I'll see a clip from a podcast or something and say, "Oh, this is really interesting. I want to check this out." And what's good about YouTube is you can actually link and say, because there's that little square that you can see on the shorts that say what that's related to, and then you can press that and go see what that ties into. That's what you do. Cool. Okay, we got any more questions? Anything else we want to talk about? I think that that's a good intro to specifically short scripts and short form video scripts. Anything else we should cover? You save shorts for viral stuff. Yeah, I mean, shorts are always going to vary. I mean, you don't really control the algorithm. So, yeah, if you see something that could really hook, I mean, here's a way to think about it. Shorts, in a way, can be commercials for your show, right? Back in the day, what would there be? There would be the trailers and the teasers, and even like my wife and I like to watch football, and we'll watch Texans game or something, and CBS is always throwing on their different things that make channels like that. Okay, yeah, they'll go and they'll throw different like ads for their shows, right? There's certain like key clips, and there are things that are explosions and dramatic moments that they really emphasize in those, call it shorts, those commercials, just so people will consume the longer stuff, by which they can then sell more of their, you know, ads and media to other companies that want that space, to want to get that awareness and attention. So I think of it like that. Daily Dose or Sniper Wolf. I haven't heard of Daily Dose or Sniper Wolf. Maybe that's just the things I'm interested in. I'll have to look at those guys. I think we'll go a couple more minutes. Another thing to consider is just relevance. And relevance, Daily Dose of Internet. Cool. Like, what is relevant to this guy? And cannot underestimate and just say it enough how valuable knowing that customer is. Because it's the difference of, and I use this example a lot. You could stand on a stage of 1,000 people, and you could deliver a presentation. Huh. Oh, Sniper Wolf is the, okay. Cool. Well, hey, if she gets you, that's even better, right? If she reacts to your stuff, then that's perfect. Get people reacting to your stuff, then hey, you're people really paying attention, and you know that's not a bad thing by any means. So, like I was saying, the who matters, the relevance to their message matters, and like every once in a while I'll be inspired myself and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna make this video and I think it's kind of funny. Let me try this. And then I sit there and I pull it back after I record it and I'm just like, is it relevant or is it gonna confuse my audience? I actually had a funny story that I wanted to share in a video that talked about how my mother bought a college degree for, I don't know, like $10 at a garage sale. So that's how she saved money on her education. But, you know, I don't know if necessarily that would be that relevant to that guy. So not every idea that comes in here sticks. Not every idea that you'll type into an AI should stick either. Relevance matters because they only have so much attention anyway. So cool. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, for paying attention, and hopefully you got a lot of value out of this. I think we're going to end it right here. If you haven't already, go ahead and throw me a sub, and you can follow me on X at Payton. Send me a message, say, hey, I saw your stream. Love to connect. Relatively small in terms of following right now, so happy to connect with anybody who's around. Yeah, Underground Adventures. Yeah, I got to check you out, man. I want to see more of your stuff. I want to see your screenshot this. Yeah, make sure I go and see your channel. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.